Hey team, Corey Hind here. I want to make a big promise. I'm going to teach you how to blog. Now, that's not a small promise at all. Blogging is a great form of content marketing that all business owners should deeply consider for their business. Now, I get lots of people asking me about how to prepare things for their website or their blog or some content marketing and how to make it appeal to Google so that we rank our websites high and get traffic to our site. This is a very worthwhile cause because, as you know, the top few on Google get all the free traffic. So we want to be there. Now, people ask me often, how do I prepare this stuff so it appeals? And what I generally do, what I used to do, was I tried to describe to people, do this, do this, do this. Now I really refer people to these two guys in particular to show them how to structure something to best appeal to Google. The reason for that is that these two guys in particular are absolute ballers in this space. They win loads of search traffic, they get lots of freebies from Google, and they get lots of traffic that drives customers to their businesses. So these two guys are Brian Dean from Backlinko, that's the page I'm on right here, right now, and the other guy is Robbie Richards, another blogger who's well known in the SEO space. So I'm going to show you some stuff from both of their pages so you can learn how to structure for Google. Last week I was talking to a friend who is a marketing graduate and a journalist, and he was talking about his writing, which is exceptional writing. It's very good technical university level writing. That's not what Google wants to see. You can take that writing and structure it for Google. You would do that via these two people's styles. So these are essentially style guides that I refer people to. So Brian Dean from Backlinko and Robbie Richards, who is another SEO person. These are the people to look at. Okay, so I'm going to use one of the pages here from Brian Dean. I might just shrink my head down so we can get a bit more of a look there. So this one in particular is called How to Write a Blog Post. So it starts at the very top with the URL itself and the topic. Brian Dean knows that this topic is huge, so he's done the research. Now, first of all, we're going to go down the page quickly and have a look. Okay, this is the definitive guide, which is a powerful word. As we scroll down here, I love what he does at the top. He's got a page, like a contents page, where you can hyperlink straight to those relevant areas. So he's covering a lot of stuff in here. Okay, you'll notice that this is not like a university paper. There's lots of space. It's easy to scroll. There's lots of headings. There's lots of images. There's lots of doctored images. So he's got images here that he's put arrows on. I've done this with one of my articles. Lots of space, lots of images with arrows and formatting so that Google likes it. And the article I use this technique for, based on Brian's work, is a top 3 rank for a particular topic on Google. So it definitely works. So look at the ratio of images to words. Okay, really easy to scroll. Okay, so people stay on that page. The longer you stay on a page, Google likes that and rewards you with more free traffic. It wants people to be on a page so that its algorithm is seen as the best algorithm to send to use. And they've sent you to this page, you've stayed on it, which justifies their selection of that page. Okay, so as we scroll down here, pay particular attention to how many images he's got to prove a point and how much space there is, how much white space there is, lots of headings, okay, loaded with the right words, appealing to people looking for write a blog post, okay. Now, probably the bottom line for this article, if you look over here at my little bar, it is a massive page, okay. It's very long and it's very, very good. It really is the definitive guide. Probably half of this page is Brian has opened the comments on his blog again. So that is an experiment that some bloggers are doing at the moment, is to reopen the comments to see if that helps them move up the rankings or down. That's what SEO people do. They experiment constantly to see what that does to their rankings and, more importantly, to their traffic. And more importantly, again, is getting the right traffic to their page that converts into customers for them. Okay, so this guy, I'll often send people, I say, just look up Brian Dean. Okay, he wins Google's results for lots and lots of search phrases. So he'll come up often in the SEO and blogging space when you search for various things, he wins. So each chapter, it's almost like a complete book. I'd say he spent a couple of weeks doing this, okay? Not 2 hours, a couple of weeks. It's a lot of planning, a lot of preparation. So the main points I want to make, I've got them written down from Brian, is his URL and topic is on point. He's done the research to make sure there's traffic for that. He's got it spaced out really well. He's got loads of headings, so you can scroll down the page in a nice logical sequence. He's got loads of images because we all learn differently. Some of us learn with images and video. It's a very long page with lots of good content. Okay, so he wins because of that. Now, the next one I want to show just briefly is RobbieRichards.com. He's another guy that I recommend as a style guide. Okay, same sort of stuff. He has very long pages, lots of headings. And again, the bottom line with Robbie's content is that his content is very long and very good. Okay, he also has video on there, which I recommend. It probably is in the best practice at the moment for people, is to include some video in there. But again, Robbie's got step one, he's got some details, some images to prove a point. An image is 1,000 words, as they say. He's got lots of content, lots of images. He's got video. He's got it all. So really, if you want to learn how to blog, read up on these two guys. Okay, Brian Dean from Backlinko and Robbie Richards. Not only do they teach you how to blog better than anybody ever, there's a few other guys in the mix as well. Okay, there's not just these two guys. A friend of mine called Ryan Biddulph, he does this very well as well. There's lots of guys who blog well, drive their whole business from blogging and content to the page, but learn from these guys, but then actually look at their blog posts themselves. Their content is very good. So if you wanted to, ironically, I guess with Brian Dean's post that I've used initially, is that the post itself is probably the best on planet right now to teach you how to blog, but then the post itself is done in the perfect way. So he's structured it in the perfect way for Google, and the content is also what you need to know. Okay, so hopefully that's some good information that will teach you guys how to blog. I really made this video because I get lots of people asking me these questions, and I thought I'm just going to show them with a video, and I can refer people back to this in the future to say, hey, and in the future, Brian Dean and Robbie Richards, they will upgrade their information as time goes on. So that I think they'll always be relevant for quite some time. So this video should stand the test of time. If you've got any questions about this stuff, feel free to pop them in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. That would be great as well. Okay, I'm out. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.